welcome to What's What classes, and today our topic is articles. As you can see, I have already defined two differences of articles. See, first of all, we have to know that what is an article. Article is a demonstrative adjective, means the adjectives that used to define a noun, isn't it? So the words that are defining a noun, they are defined with the help of these articles. So article is having a very important role in your entire academics because you are going to get exercises regarding articles throughout your secondary and higher secondary. So what we have to know about is their usage, their proper usage in the sentences. So before knowing that, before going to that purpose, just have a look over the definition. What is an article? They are the demonstrative adjectives a, an, and the. You can see here a, an, and the. They are the articles. And we have divided these demonstrative adjectives into two parts: indefinite and definite. Indefinite and definite. In indefinite part, indefinite means that which doesn't point any particular person or thing. That doesn't point any particular person or thing, that is indefinite, and they are a or an. Both of them represent the same meaning of one. A means one, an also means one. Okay, there is no difference. But the usage, they are used accordingly, that we will come to know. And next is the. The is particular, that means it points out a particular person. In that way we use the. For a person, for a thing, we used to use the for a particular person. Now the most important part, which is related to our earlier session, that was countable and uncountable. We know about what are countable noun and uncountable noun. So indefinites are always used with the singular countable noun. See, I have given here. But definite, that means the, goes with both the countable and uncountable. Okay, so this is it. We are going to learn about where to use the indefinite. So as you can see here, I have given some points that you have to remember. These points are to learn where these are going to help you out where to use the indefinite articles. That means the use of a and an will be defined by these laws, by these rules. Okay, the first rule is in the use of meaning of one. That means before a singular countable noun. As I've said it before a singular countable noun. Now singular countable noun, I have given an example. I have a brother and two sisters. See, brother is in singular form and it can be used with a. But here, as it is a plural form, sisters, I will not use any article here. I will not use specially indefinite article because it is plural form and this is singular form. I have used a. Next example is before singular nouns that denotes profession, trade and classes. Now what is this? Profession, any work profession, or any trade, any business, or any classes, even the classes of society, rich, poor, all these things. Let's get an example. He wants to be an engineer. See, an engineer. I have used the article an here with engineer. Engineer is a profession. Similarly, she is a good singer. A good singer. A good singer. A is the indefinite article used with singer. So singer is a profession. So trades and classes also. Okay, they define profession, trade and class. Next point is for a certain numerical and quantitative expression. For a certain numerical and quantitative. That means that you can count numericals and quantitative. The quantity of that particular noun, the quantity, the amount of it, like a dozen, 100, a dozen of egg, you can say. Similarly, 100 rupee note, $1,000,000. So a lot of. Now for this a lot of, a few, I have given an example there in my earlier video that when a is added, when this indefinite a is added to few, means a few, the meaning of few is nothing, but the meaning of a few, it's something. Similarly, little, a little. When a is added to little, it becomes a little. A little means some amount is there. Whereas little means there is nothing left over there, means next to none, you can say. So this is the difference when a is added to few of the words like a few, a little, a lot of. Okay, so these are the examples you can get in my earlier classes of countables and uncountable. Next go, expressing measurement, price and speed. Expressing measurements like I can say a kg. Okay, I can say an ounce of. Ounce is also a kind of measurement. Okay, similarly speed of 60 km, I can say she runs the bike at a speed of 60 km an hour. Don't say per hour. Per hour is a mathematical term. When we use it in our English, in our sentences, we have to say an hour. Okay, hour means the time measurement hour, which starts with h, but we use an before that. I am going to that matter. Just I complete this where to use it. Next is in exclamation before singular countable noun. Yes, before singular countable noun, when you give some exclamations like a hot day. What a hot day it is. I can say what a hot day. So I am exclaiming the day. So a day is exclaimed by a. The day is hot. What a hot day. What a pretty flower. What a pretty flower. So I am giving this a before pretty because it is denoting the flower which is pretty. So for this purpose we use the indefinite. That means a and an is used with this. But there are also some where we don't use. Okay, where we don't use. Just have a look. I am writing it down here. It will be better for you. Where we will not use the indefinite. So just see it. We will not use the indefinite. We will not use the indefinite before any plural noun. Not use a or an. Write down the first one. Before any plural noun. Okay, you cannot use for any plural noun because a and an both of them represent one, that is singular. Okay, so plural cannot be mentioned with this indefinite. Next, where we are not going to use this a and an, that is for the uncountables. This is very important for uncountable. Now, as I have said, I have already given a video for countable and uncountable. If you don't know that, just go to that video and learn about countable noun and uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns like I can say jewelry, or I can say information. These words cannot use any indefinite articles with them. Okay, so be clear with that. So we will use indefinite for this purpose and not use the indefinite for this purpose. We cannot use the indefinite with the uncountable nouns like luggage, baggage, information, milk, tea, water, honey. You cannot say a honey, you cannot say a water. Okay, so we cannot use the uncountable nouns with indefinite. That have to be very clear. So let's go to the use of definite. So just like the indefinite, here we get the definite article, that means the only definite articles, that is the use of the is for the particular kind of noun, a particular person, a particular thing, a particular place. For that purpose we use the. and where we use them and where we not. Just write down these points, try to learn them, try to understand them, that is better. So where we use for a particular one, that means one of its kind, you can say the man, okay, you can say the tree. For the entire thing you are particularly defining it. And again also for the only one, that means the only ones, that can be a river. Let me write those for you. It can be for the only ones, they can be a river, ocean, mountains, okay, then again celestial bodies. So these are the example for where we can use the Ganga, we can use the Mount Everest, okay, because for them we can also use for musical instruments also, particular ones. In here you can write musical instruments. For musical instruments, for books, so space order. So what we can do is musical instrument, books, the name of river, the name of an ocean, the name of country. No, there is a difference. We cannot name the countries, okay, we cannot differentiate a country with the, just leaving one country, that is USA. Not only one, there are two or three like that. USA, USSR, they are combined countries. So before that we can use the USA, okay, and also we can say the USSR, okay. So these things, the countries which are combined with many other, means there are many countries and they are accumulation of many countries or colonies, that for that purpose the USA can be used. But for other countries you cannot say the India, okay. So don't be confused here. And also we can use the one we have spoken in sentence before. Yes, suppose you are saying a sentence, that you have told about someone in a sentence. You say that I bought a basket of banana. I bought a dozen of banana, okay. I bought a dozen of banana. The banana was very tasty. Now see, I am using the in the next part, okay. When I was saying I bought a dozen of banana, at that time I used a, but right now I am saying the in the next part, when I am saying the banana was tasty. So when I have already described a word earlier in a sentence, for that purpose we can use this definite article the for next time in a sentence, okay. So let's go to some more points I have given here. It is same for singular, plural and any gender. It is same for singular, plural and any gender. Like say I have given the man, the men. The can be used with both singular and plural, okay, both countable and uncountable also. So the tree, the trees. Similarly, the next point is before superlative adjectives. This is very important. Like see, what is superlative? That means I have given the degree, the superlative degree, okay, means the highest. When we use this est with any degree of adjective, that becomes the best of its kind. So for that superlative, no one is bigger than that. So we can use this the with the superlative degrees also. Like Mount Everest is the highest mountain. See, I have given here the highest mountain because no other mountain is higher than Mount Everest. So it is the highest, it is the superlative. So these are the examples. Next we go to is before a noun that define a whole class. That means a category can be defined, like the cow is an useful animal. So it is coming in the category of useful animal. So the cows are important because they are useful animal. Okay, the cow is an useful animal. The banyan tree is a kind of fig tree. See, I have given the banyan tree is a kind of fig tree. Don't say a fig tree. Okay, that will be a wrong sentence. So the banyan tree is a kind of fig tree. Kind of fig tree. So this is a definition of class. Fig is a definition of class. Similarly, useful animal is a definition of class. So these are the examples where we use this definite article the, and where we don't, this is also important. Write down, we don't use definite article for the name of any country, except, I have said, except USA, USSR, UAE. Okay, so this is, before this we use the, but for other countries we use only the name, not the. This should be clear. Okay, next is, we cannot use the with any you can say street. I have to rub this. For any street name, okay, streets. Then any proper noun. I hope you guys know what is proper noun. Particular name, the cannot be used there. Okay, before any language, before any language, we cannot say the English, we cannot say the Hindi, the Bengali, it cannot be said. Okay, so also there are few words like church, school. Okay, these are all common. Prison, college, these are visited for primary purpose, so we cannot use the before these. So these things differentiate where to use the definite the and where not to use the definite the. Okay, next we will come to know about how to use the indefinite article a and an differently. So here we are to the end of the video, where I am going to define you the use of indefinite article a and an respectively. Just because the same, they mean the same, an and a, both of them represent one countable noun. Okay, so there we get confused where to use a and where to use an. This is because both of them are having same meaning, but just to avoid the situation of not putting two vowels respectively, we use a and an. Okay, and this thing, both of them, they depend according to the sound. This is very important. Everything depends on sound here. Don't think what you have learned in your earlier primary classes that we have to put an before a vowel starting word and a before a consonant starting word. It's not that. The entire thing depends on sound, means the pronunciation, the starting of the word. Now let's see what are the points that define it. First is an. An is with a word beginning with vowel sound. Yes, vowel sound. The word that begins with a vowel sound, like apple starts with a vowel. Apple, orange, a, o, starts with vowel words, and also the sound a, o, all these are the sound of vowels. A, E, I, O, U. There are 5 vowels, and all the sounds, when they represent, their sound are represented by any word. Okay, the first letter or the sound, the first sound of the word is with the vowel. We use a and an. And also there are exceptions. What are the exceptions? See, first exception for an is, we use an before a word beginning with H. H is an exception. Why? H is consonant, but the reason is H, the use of this H, the sound, when it is used in a word, it pronounced in different way. It pronounced in a vowel sound. Okay, for that reason we put H, we put an before words that starts with H. The examples are an historical place, an heroic death. See, heroic death or historical place. The pronunciation of H is quite silent, and the entire pronunciation goes to the next, that is, you can say, the syllable. Okay, for that reason we use this. And also first syllable is silent and starts with the vowel sound. Yes, sometimes the first syllable is silent. Now see, I can say, we will say an MA, an BA, an MLA, and GM, and SP. All these words should be represented with an. The indefinite article ands are used. A and an is used before these words because they are pronounced with the help of vowels. Now let's go to a. It is very simple. It is used with the consonant sound. It is used before the consonant sound. I have given example: a boy, a girl. And there is also exception. Obviously there are exceptions. Exceptions like the pronunciation of YU and WA wa. Okay, now let's get to this thing, U and wa. This is very important. Like before university, we use now it starts with U, but the pronunciation is U. And when we start U as a pronunciation, when we pronounce U as a pronunciation, U, so we will be giving okay. And also for wa, like I can say a one-eyed bull. Okay, this European. Now this pronunciation U and wa, they use as their primitive use. The indefinite is used with them. This is the exception. These exceptions must be learned to clarify, just to give your best in the examination. Exceptions must be learned because in examination there will be 2 or 3 exceptional questions, okay, where the student get confused and they put wrong articles here. So student, I think this class is going to be helpful for you. Go through them and comment. Hey guys, hope you are liking my video. For more content like this, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.